Hello guys! Now, something is interesting here in this black box. I have bought an SKS. An SKS from 1954. And actually right now I will drive to police station to register this and it will be officially mine. Also got this Belarusian scope as a bonus. Let me remove it from the gun. So here it is. It's 8 by 32 with illumination available. So yeah, a little bit of ugly tuning here made. So we have this I don't know how it's called. The plank installed here, the wood was cut in order to put this scope on. Also there is this flashlight mount installed. The wood trim is kind of good, but yeah, could be better. I also have a bayonet for it, but it's not currently on the gun, as I need to register it. I don't want to go to police station with bayonet. The gun wear is pretty much, I don't know, good for this year. It's almost 70 years of this gun. Let me cock it. Here you go. And yeah, another thing is that there is a buffer not to put more than 3 rounds for hunting. So this will go as a hunting rifle. What are my plans with this gun? I had considered 2 options to do with that gun. First of all, leave it stock as it is, historical weapon. But then there is a problem with the scope because it's installed pretty crappy. It's too high. The mounting point was moved too high and it's really hard to aim with this original stock. That got me thinking, what if I can find some a better stock with higher cheek raise so I can actually use the scope and make DMR gun out of this SKS. I don't know. The thing is that there's a lot of parts for it and they are quite cheap. I will search the internet for parts, I will order them and let's build something fun out of this gun. Of course I will leave this wooden stock and I want to actually remove it and refine it. Like remove the scrap, remove this scrap, polish it and refurbish it, I guess that's the word. Some fancy stock, probably Dragunov-like stock. I will try to find some cheap ass magazines, detachable, couple of them. We'll try to do a better cheek raise. Let's see what will happen. I haven't shot from it yet. I believe it should not be that accurate because it's SKS. To the police station in 20 minutes. Time to register SKS. So yeah, SKS here on the front passenger seat as it is my passenger that I drove to the police station. Let's wait 10 minutes. I will not record the police station inside. Nothing interesting there. You just call the police officer. Officer comes down, do some paperwork. You sign different papers and in 10 minutes you receive a plastic card. Not plastic, paper card with glued photo on top that states that this gun is kind of yours. Rough pre-story about the SKS and why I bought it. I'll do it a little bit in detail. So SKS is one of these guns that I wanted really badly for reasons unknown. Historical weapon, looks fun, looks tricky. You don't have a detachable magazine, so you have to be able to reload with clips or put ammos inside, but with your fingers, so something like a romantic gun with a wood stock. Bought a gun, got a scope, this Belarusian POSP, POSP 8x42, fixed zoom. I was thinking that out of the box I will be able to do plinking for 200 yards, but I tried to kind of aim with the scope, and the scope is really high, so yeah, good luck with that, especially when you're in prone. It's almost impossible to aim. That's why I got this idea. Let's try to make the best out of this gun using the aftermarket parts, custom stock, muzzle brake. We'll try to find something, probably suppressor, I don't know. And I really want to make this gun like 1954 marksman rifle that shoots till 300 yards. Or realistically speaking, it will not shoot that good on 300 yards. I guess like the limit for this SKS is 250 yards max. You can get probably a nice grouping with 762 by 39 ammo. But the gun, I mean, the ammo is cheap. Why not? Why not to try? Yeah, and this original history wooden stock, I will not butcher it. I will remove it. I will treat it. I'll try to remove all those bad upgrades and try to restore it as much as possible, because actually I want to keep this gun like this. I want to keep it in stock and for history purposes to give it to my grandchildren someday, and also want to make it a fun gun. So why not both, actually? And in any point in time I can switch stocks. And actually with if I'll buy this plastic aftermarket stock, I can do whatever I want with it. I can cut it, I can drill it, I can move the mounting point for the stock, so why not? And it will be a content for you guys to follow, right? So I'm saying too much sauce. It's almost time I will go to the police station. It's there. See you in a few seconds. Gun is officially registered on me. Took 10 minutes to register the gun. Police officer just goes out, check the papers, check the gun, the numbers, the serial numbers, and then 10 minutes and an officer issues you a new card with your photo inside and the gun name and the caliber and all that info. So while I'm driving, I'm thinking, even if oh, sorry, the bomb nearly exploded. So I'm driving home and I'm thinking, okay, the scope is currently mounted really high. If I'll buy a stock with a cheek raise, will this cheek raise be enough to move my cheek and head up so I can see in the scope properly? Should this solve the issue, or probably I'll have to re-drill the gun to change the mounting point to move it down, which I really don't want to do. This is officially mine. Now registered, all good. My little SKS. Here is the bayonet, original one. It just mounts here with the screw, and you can put it on the barrel or you can collapse it. I have removed it for now. Also original cleaning rod, but it falls apart without the bayonet. That's why I removed it, don't want to lose it. It also has the cleaning kit, original one here. Let me try to extract it. Here all the parts are inside. Let me put it back. Then I got a lot of ammo really cheap. A box of ammo, 700 ammo bullets, whatever. So we have this plastic one. We have really old surplus cardboard boxes, spare clips, hollow point, I guess, blank. So a box full of ammo. Really cheap. That's one of the reasons why I bought this gun, because seller provided me with cheap ammo. And of course, the infamous military Russian scope, actually made in Belarus. So it has how it's called, reticle light, 8x32 corrections, horizontal, vertical. This type of Russian mounting system, ласточкин хвост, if I remember correctly. Some really nice wiring here. I really like it. So you put batteries here, and then here is a really funny switch. Okay, and the SKS. Let's hope no one will enter my apartment, because I have a gun in my hands. Kidding, of course. Here is the SKS. So we can cock it, we can close the bolt, safety switch, shooting, safety switch on, aiming device, iron sight. You have all the way up to 1 kilometer, but realistically, again, you won't be able to shoot past 300 yards with this gun. Here is the year of make, 1954. I hope you can see it. Here it is. Probably it was made in Tula. I don't know what this star with arrow means. And here are the aftermarket tuning, as I call it. So here is this plank. As I mentioned, the previous owner has cut out the piece of wood here from the original stock in order to put this in, and in order for the scope to be able to slide on. And it's mounted too high. It should be somewhere here. So again, I don't want to mess up with the old stock. I will not cut anything here. I will not move it down with this stock. This stock will be refurbished. Flashlight attachment, as I mentioned. The previous owner also put it really terrible. You can see that there's a screw here. I'm like really happy that the wood has not cracked, but there is some kind of a crack here going on. Let's hope this is some cosmetics, some scratch. It's not visible on camera. Why not? Let's try to make a designated marksman rifle out of SKS. Guys, please tell me if this type of series about the SKS being transformed into something bigger than SKS is interesting to you. Write in the comments, say what do you think, should they continue with that? Anyway, I will continue with that, to be honest. I really want to try it out, and I hope this will be interesting for you as well. That's why I'm filming all of this from start to bottom, to share the experience, how far you can go with that rifle, how good it is as a modern rifle, what are the problems, what are the pros, what are the cons of this rifle, can it shoot 200 yards, can it shoot 300 yards, how well does the scope do, can you do something if your scope is mounted too high, do you need a bayonet, so ammo, does the cheap ammo fly good or not? All of that will be covered in this series. So subscribe, put likes, write your comments, write your crazy ideas, considerations, probably share some of your experience of SKS modding and tuning. See you in the next episodes, or probably in a few seconds if I'll film something else. Guys, really a small update. I actually went to the shooting range with the gun, with the SKS. I tried to shoot it with the scope. First of all, prone, no, impossible to shoot with that high scope and really short stock. I was shooting sitting with the backs. I didn't film it, I have few photos. And here are the groups. Made 3 to 4 groups, 100 meters. The groups are about 6 inches. Either the gun is not accurate or you can't shoot precise with this kind of setups. Now, definitely I'm interested now. It's like a challenge to turn this gun into something more modern and more precise. And another update, I have actually ordered a stock. So I have selected Show 8 Dragunov polymer stock based on the reviews, based on the configurations. It kind of was the only stock with proper cheek raise. And that got me thinking to name this project Poor Man's Dragunov, like SKS / or dash Poor Man's Dragunov. So let's build a Poor Man's Dragunov out of SKS with this stock. And to be honest, this stock was the only one available to be ordered in Europe. There's a lot of stocks and parts in Russia and Ukraine, but these two countries are currently not available for the reasons. Or there's a lot of parts in USA, but you can't order parts from USA to Europe. So I'm kind of stuck in this limbo between two places from which I can't order. So I'm kind of scavenging the internet for parts, and this stock was the only one available. But it actually looks cool, right? And I think now it's the proper ending for this episode. Now, yeah, subscribe, like.